Alright, so this will be a guide on all of the payphone missions in Grand Theft Auto 3. So the first one that becomes available is this one right here. So here it is on the map. And this one starts ringing after, I believe, I'm not entirely sure, but I believe it's after Mike Lip's first lunch. And it is only available from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. or 1900. And there is 2 different payphones on the first island, which I will show you guys all later, but there's 2 on the first island, both of which have 4 missions. On the second island, there's 1 which has 4 missions, and on the third island, now you can see the phone is ringing, there is a 4th one, and that one has 5 missions, so the total is 17. And as you can see, by the time, it started ringing right when it was 9 o'clock, so let's hop out and do the first one. The Crook. So for basically all of these, and these ones are very easy and can be done at any point. Well, I shouldn't say at any point, but at any point after it becomes available, you can do these once you've completed the story if you want. So we'll hop in the car here. And you basically have to keep grabbing this guy's car, go and pick somebody up, and bring them back and turn them into dog food. So go meet the bank manager, first one up. So here is the location of the bank manager. And now I gotta bring him back. Park the car in the back. And there we go. Now I gotta take the car and get rid of the evidence. So we gotta go bring it to the crusher. Alright, so here we are at the crusher. Here is the location for that. On the first island over here in the top middle part. All we gotta do, hop out of the car, and that's it. The crusher will do all the rest. So now you can drive back, start the other mission. And we get $1,000 for that. Alright, here we can start the second one. This one is called The Thieves. So we'll hop back in our van. We will again go into Dog Food Factory here, pick up his vehicle again. Obviously he got a new vehicle because we crushed his last one. Alright, here we are with The Thieves. Gotta bring them back to the dog food factory. So those guys were right over here. And back to the dog food factory again here. So we'll drive in, park in the spot. Then we gotta go get the car resprayed to get rid of any evidence. Alright, here we are at the pay and spray. I like to back into here, just so that once I get it fixed I can pull forward and out, and instead of backing out, which just makes it a little bit easier to not hit this stuff. Now I gotta bring the car back to the factory. And here we are back at the factory. Go park in the back here. Which I drove to the wrong spot. Here we go. Get out of the car. There we go. Alright, on to the next mission here. So this one is called The Wife. So per usual, we gotta run back inside here, grab his car, and go pick somebody else up. In this particular case, it is his wife. Alright, here we are at his wife. And here we are. So quickly show you where she was. She was right here, by the ammunition. Now I gotta take the car, drive it into the ocean, get rid of the evidence. So if you guys are noticing a trend here, it's basically pick somebody up, bring them back, make them into dog food, and then somehow get rid of the vehicle. So there's a couple of different ways. Driving it into the ocean, getting it crushed, getting it painted, and what will the last one be? We'll have to find out. So I just take it to the closest water, which is just right here, And then all you gotta do is, once you're on the slope, just hop out, and then your car will just slide down into the water. So $2,000 for that one, and we have one left. Alright, here we are for the fourth one. It is the next day because it took a little bit too long, so we got her lover. So now we gotta go get his car from the back. Now we gotta go pick up his wife's lover. So here he is. Alright, so here we are back at the dog food factory. Pull in to the gates here. And there we go, guys. $4,000. That is the last for the Marty Chonks payphone missions. So let's go on to the other ones in Portland. So this is the second set of phone missions. It's just behind your safe house here. I would recommend for the first one grabbing the Banshee, which spawns in right in this building right here. Just off behind me here, I just broke the glass from the backside, took the Banshee out. First one is a race, which is why you're going to want a fast car. Alright, here we are. The first one is called Turismo. And this is called the El Burro payphone missions, or they're in the El Burro area, I guess. Alright, so here we go. Oh, wow. Alright, so our car is not looking hot right now, but now we got all the cars gone. So one of the tips I would recommend is sort of looking up ahead on the map to see where the next icon will be, so you know where to turn. Another thing would be to hopefully get this done before you piss off either of the gangs here. So up in St. Mark's and or the Triads from the Fish Factory area. Alright, here we are. 174, so that is not a great time, but that is it for the first one, guys. The reason you want a fast car is just because at the start, those cars are going to be all over you. So after completing a van heist, that's when the first race here becomes available, the Turismo one. I shouldn't say first race because none of the rest of them are races. But then the rest of them will become available in order after completing Turismo. So the second one is I Scream You Scream. For this one you have to plant a bomb on a ice cream truck. So here's where the bomb is located on the map. You can see it right here. Now we gotta find an ice cream van. The easiest way to do this is just to drive around until you hear the music. I would say they are more common towards the St. Mark's area and the port area on Portland. Oh, here we go. Found one. So right by the ammunition here, that's where we found it. So this is called a Mr. Whoopi. Now we gotta go park the Mr. Whoopi in the downtown, sort of the edge of the port area. And now we gotta feed some ice cream, if you will, to some of the gang members around here. So here we are approaching the area to get in. Here we go. Exit the van, use the remote to detonate the ice cream van. So once you have that
in the Navy,
have that package, which you'll have to get before this, you just kind of stand out here, wait till all the guys come around, and then fire it up.
young man, cool.
And that also gave us full artillery. Alright, here we are for the third one. And for this one we have to burn a bunch of triads. So if you haven't pissed them off yet, this mission will make them mad at you from now on. And I think the other mission that makes them mad at you, I forget the name of it, but it's where you blow up the fish factory. So yeah, to get 100% in the game, you're going to have to do both of them, but yeah, it depends on which one you want to do first, which way you want to make them mad. So here we are. Off in the back over here is a flamethrower. You can see on the map it's got a gun icon telling us to come over here and pick it up. Now we got 2.5 minutes to kill 25 of them. So, in my opinion, the easiest way to do this is to sort of sneak up on some of them. Like this guy over here walking, because he won't even have a chance to hit you. Oh, but you do gotta be careful if they run into you. That will catch you on fire. We got 12 more. And we're killing the police just to make it a little bit easier. By easier I mean they're just not chasing us, basically. So we got 6 more. Oh, we caught on fire that time, got a little too close. 3 more, here we go, we got 3 on the end of the street here. There we go. Mission passed, we lost the police, now we're good to go. And now we are back for our 4th one. This is the last one from this payphone. This is called Big and Veiny. Once you complete this one, it will allow the Turismo race to be repeated, which I'm pretty sure most of you guys don't care about, but if if you did want to do that again, that one becomes playable over and over. So for this one, we have to pick up these magazines, and there is a set time limit.
All units know that the Delta Squad being dropped in Portland area.
So you just basically got to follow the line. It's kind of annoying that some of the vehicles are in the way, right? Just do your best. You might have to redo it. You don't have to get exactly on them. You might be able to go a little bit off to the side, but not very far. Probably the worst part of this is just not knowing exactly where the which direction they go, where they turn off to. But I believe with every one that you get, you actually increase your time. So the faster you can go, the better off you are. So you don't want to miss them like I just did. And as you can see, I barely made that in time. So now we've taken out that guy, as the magazines led us to. Now we got to take this van back to the shop.
I gotta go on vacation.
So here we are, the XXX Megs shop. So we're going to park this in the back here. And there we go. $20,000 more for that one. So that is all the payphone missions here in Portland. Alright, now we were on to Stanton Island, the second island. This is the phone location for that, basically straight north of your garage. Alright, so the next one here is called Bling Bling Scramble. This is a race, so you will want a faster car. You don't need to go into the race with a fast car. Obviously you see here I have a pretty slow car. You'll also probably want to be facing south. I came into it facing north, just because most of the island is south of you, so it would just make more sense to be facing the direction where most of the island is, because more than likely the first checkpoint's going to be in the south. So the dark purple on the minimap is the other racers. The pink is the checkpoint spots you're supposed to get. So if you don't go into the race with a fast car, I would recommend switching. If you do go into the race with a fast car, well, you should be pretty well set. Maybe you have to switch cars if you crash a bunch, but yeah, I just wanted to have this sped up so I can show you guys exactly what I did. So here you can see we switched cars. But basically all that needs to happen is you need to get more checkpoints than all of the other racers. So let's just say one racer got 3, another one got 3, and another one got 4. That would leave 5 checkpoints left, so if you pulled in with 5, even though you only got 1/3 of the total checkpoints, you would win the race because the other 3 racers had 3, and 4. So that's how this one works. I ended up getting 7. So, you know, technically if one person got all 8, or the other 8, they could have beat me, but usually doesn't work out that way. And that one rewards you with $7,000 for completing, if you get 7 checkpoints. I believe it's 1,000 for every checkpoint. The next mission here is called Uzi Rider. So for this one, you'll have 2 gang members pull up in a car. You'll have to drive because they want to ensure that you do what you say you're going to do. So what I would suggest is try not to hit anybody all the way over to this island so that you have a fully healthed car. And then I believe you have to kill 10 of them, so you can run them over, or you can shoot them, but I found it a little bit easier just to run them over. But yeah, basically just got to kill a couple of gang members here, and once you get that done, you can go back, and that is that mission. It's fairly easy. It probably only took me about a minute once I got here. It's probably taken up more time just driving here than actually doing the mission part here. So there we got 8, 9... and we got one more, I'm pretty sure, so let's see if this is the last one. There we go, 10. There you go. So you gotta drive back and drop off these guys. So here we are, basically right by your safe house. And that is it for that one, so that's 10,000. On to the next one. This one is called a Gang Car Roundup. So for this one you have to get a Yakuza Stinger, you have to get a Mafia Sentinel, and you have to get a Diablo Stallion. So I'll show you a location on the map of each of these. However, I wouldn't recommend going to the Mafia Sentinel one just because it's in a hostile area. But you can easily get the Yakuza Stingers from the location I just showed you on the map. Just drive them right back up the hill. You can see how close this is. And you cannot damage these up or you'll have to go get them repainted, so be very careful how you drive. Then you'll just pull into these garages here and hop out, and garage closes, says you have collected a Yakuza gang car. So here is, we were just north of the hospital, and so now we're driving down here. There's an alley off to our right. You guys might remember that area to the left. You had to do some missions there, but here is where you can get a Mafia Sentinel if you can't find one. However, again, I would not recommend this as it's in a very hostile area. So I'll show you what I would do in just a second here. But yeah, here is the car you're going to be needing. And here is where I would sit. So the hospital is just off behind us again. This is the intersection we were just at. And what I would do is just sit here and basically wait for a gang Mafia Sentinel car to show up and then take that car. So I'm just looking left and right to try and get them to spawn in, because if you look away and then look back on this game, it'll cause vehicles to despawn and then respawn. So I believe that is a Sentinel that is coming towards us. And there we got one. Actually, there's one going up the hill as well. So we'll just hop out here, grab this one, and drive it back. If you do damage it, just get it repaired. So here's where we were, right next to the hospital. There's a big long street here that they come down, and then this street here. So that is where I would collect your car at. So let's park this one in the garage here, hop out. Then we have the Mafia gang car boosted onto the third one. So for here, we're right next to our garage on the first island. And this is sort of the Diablo territory, so we're just kind of, oh, there we go, we got one right behind us. So we're just kind of driving around until we found one here. We'll hop out, grab this, and drive it back again. If it's damaged, repair it, and you should be good to go. Here we are. And for some reason, even though we damaged that up, it took it. So that is that mission, $10,000 for that one. And Kingdom Come is the next phone mission here. So for this one, you gotta drive all the way to the bottom left corner of the second island, so the southwest side. You'll hop in this car here, and basically there's gonna be a bunch of explosive clowns, basically, that'll start popping out of all these vans. You'll have to destroy the vans, and also the guys that are walking around with explosives, so... Yeah, here's the first one. It's basically just showing you what they do. So, yeah, get out of that first area. I would suggest just getting up here, if you can. This is going to give you a little bit of a vantage point up here. And I kind of fail here, but I'm trying to jump up on this side without over-jumping. There we go. Up here. And yeah, it's got the little icons above these guys, so we just kind of toss a couple grenades off here. So as you see, the green icons were gone, but all of a sudden they spawned at the vans. That one was a bit close. But basically, every time you kill them, they respawn from the vans, so you'll want to take out these vans. So now there should be nothing spawning from that one. Nothing from that one. There's another van way back here, if I can get closer. And then obviously we'll just have to take out the rest of the clowns here if we do end up getting all the vans. So we want to kind of toss one down here. Looks like we have two left. Toss one over here. And didn't quite kill him. Oh, he's over around the corner here, so let's see if we can either toss one at the van or maybe shoot a rocket and blow that thing up. Way too far. It's kind of funny how the van shot out. Alright, we got one left. We do have 2 stars on us now. So we don't exactly want to just walk out in front of this guy. Alright, so we're creeping out here onto the street. Take out this last guy. But actually, it looks like the cops are going to light us up, so we're going to try and go around a little bit. Still have a good amount of health, but probably a better option to maybe go around. So we'll see if we... Oh, they're coming down this way, I guess, too. Alright, well, we just got to sneak out around the corner. Maybe we can get out of here without getting shot too much. Okay, we got a rocket. This should do it. There we go. Alright, now we are on to the last island. So from this safe house, if you go out and go down the hill, you will reach the payphone here. This one is called Uzi Money. And as you can see, there is kind of a little glitch with the game. If you fail it and quit out too early, it just says mission failed. So this was my repeat. You have to ice 20 of them in 2.5 minutes. And this is, or can be kind of tough. Basically, if you make one of them mad when they are in a car, they run you off the road. So if you do end up making them mad, you kind of got to be careful that try and stay on the road. But my only real tip here would be try and get a faster car, and that way you can kind of cruise around and kill people a little quicker. So if they do end up coming up to you, maybe you can escape them, even though they keep chasing you. But yeah, you can shoot out both sides, run up and down the streets here. Overall, it's not too bad. So there we go, we got the gang car after us like this. And yeah, that's exactly what it does. Sometimes it'll hit you and then make you run them over, or run you off the road. I've had them push me into the water and stuff. Or like this, where I have to like run over the guys because they're... or they just destroy your car. But yeah, you definitely gotta be careful. I got actually kind of lucky here because all the cars kind of blew up all around me, and normally when that happens, the drivers inside all the close vehicles kind of take off. You know, they get hit with random bullets being shot at you or whatever, and the car drives away, so I got kind of lucky that I was able to get into another vehicle pretty quickly. But as you can see, there's plenty of guys on the street for you to kill. It's just a matter of being able to do it in a quick enough time without getting run off the road, basically. As you can see, they're coming up to run us off the road again. But yeah, there's lots of guys around the street, so as long as we can pull off a few more headshots. We got 3 to go, 45 seconds. Also, you do gotta worry about the police. We got a 1-star now. But for the most part, you can kill all these gang members without really attracting police attention. It's if you accidentally hit a civilian, so you kind of want to watch your fire a little bit. Now we got 1 left, 30 seconds. And there we go, got the last one. $10,000 for that one. On to the next mission here. This one is called Toyminator. This is one of the easier ones. So for this one, you have to get into a certain van, which you can see in the top corner here. It's up right behind your safe house. So here we are at the van. This one, if you've done the RC car things, this is basically the same as that. So you hop in here, you get a little RC car, you gotta destroy, it says 4 buggies. For some reason it was 3. And after completing this one, it just left that buggies thing on my screen. Another weird little bug, I guess, with the game being somewhat poorly made in the remake. But yeah, basically I just went for the closest one. And all you gotta do is drive up to him and either hit the tire or hit the left to the detonate button, blow that up. So here you can see I'm trying to figure out which one of these would be closer to get to. Or not closer, well yeah, I guess kind of closer. The top one is across the bridge, the other one is on this island, which it's coming towards me, but I already am halfway up this hill, so I didn't want to turn back. But it would have been closer to go for the other one, so we're going for the far one this time. This is, like I said, one of the easier ones. You're not timed or anything, so pretty much as long as you blow up the right vehicle eventually, you're good. Like, we could have just drove off the edge over here and gone down there and blew up that truck, but I already had committed to the other one up here, because, you know, we just spent a minute driving up the hill. I would say the only thing you got to worry about on this one is if you crash into some other car and attract the attention of police, which I almost did. Or if you accidentally tap a button and blow it up. And now I see that this car is actually down in this bottom section. So I was going to go to my left, but I was worried about maybe flipping over the car or whatever, so we've kind of taken a little safer route going down here. And got lucky we didn't blow up there. Yeah, here comes the car. So this is the second one out of 3. There we go. Armored car destroyed. And now we got one left, and this one has come a lot closer to us now, because it was driving towards us in the last part when we were driving away. So we just gotta go down here and take a right. That'll be it for this part, as long as we hit it. Here we go, third one. And it didn't quite destroy it right away. There, it did. But yeah, you can see it still says buggies left 1. And again, you get $10,000 for that one. The next one is called Rigged to Blow. I did cut out a good chunk of this one, actually, because I kept denting up the car. So for this one, you have to go back towards your garage again, in that same parking lot, pretty much in the same spot, actually. There is a, let's just say a very nice car. I don't remember exactly what it is. It's either a Cheetah or an Infernus, I think. I guess we'll see here in a second. And you have to bring it all the way back to the first island with a time limit. So it's an Infernus. And if you crash too much, your car will blow up. So this is again why I cut out a bunch of this, but you have to make it all the way to the first island. And this is where I would go because the gangs are mad at you, or at least mad at me. I guess you could do these out of order if you... Well, I guess I don't know exactly when this mission comes available, so the gang should be mad at you no matter what. But yeah, we kind of snuck up around here hoping that the Mafia doesn't destroy our car first. So we did take a little bit of damage on the way here. And now we're just going to try and speed off into the garage here, which I drove a little bit too far past. And then since my car is damaged up, the bomb is taken off the car now, so now you can destroy it a little bit more, like you don't have to worry about it blowing up. But I probably hit my car like 5 times, so now we're back on the third island. So basically just gotta drive it back, fix it right before you bring it to the final destination. And the timer goes away once you defuse the bomb, but basically here off to the right is your garage. You bring it back to the same spot where you took it from. And that is that mission. And that will also give you $20,000 once you hop out. The next one is called Bullion Run. And for this one, you have to pick up a bunch of bullion, basically, which is just metal. And you have to bring it back to a certain garage. And the more you pick up, the slower it makes your vehicle. So if I were you, I would pick it up in like groups of, I don't know, 5, 7, 10, something like that. I think you need to get 25 total to pass the mission. And again, I have this at double speed just to make it go a little bit faster, but here's the garage. It's right next to where you get all the bullion. And you do have a time limit, so we have 4.5 minutes, or I guess 4 minutes left now. I don't know what you start with, but basically as long as you hit a few of these, but not too many, you should be able to escape the police and make it back to your garage, or whatever you want to call that place where you're unloading it. But we've done 10, we're doing 10 again, and I believe we get 10 again on the third one. So there we've done 20, and once you get, I think, the 25th or more, it just automatically completes the mission. So I would just kind of keep track in your head how many of these you're running over. And you don't, the cops don't get on you right away, but the more you get, the slower you get, and the more cops get on you. Like if you only get 1 star if you get, you know, a couple, and then you get 2 stars if you get a couple more, and then 3 stars, and so the more you get, the more stars you get as well, so it makes it more difficult. There's 25,000 for that. Alright, now we're on the last one. This is called Rumble. For this one, you have to pick up his little brother, is what he says anyways, and you have to bring him to the park, and then you have to beat up a bunch of gang members. I'm not sure if there's an exact number you have to beat up, or it's just all of them. But yeah, you go back to your safe house, pick up the guy, and then you have to use a bat. Yeah, bats only, no guns, no cars. So that's kind of the rules. And yeah, you just have to beat up all the guys. So if you want, pick up armor, or possibly Lady of the Night to get a little bit more health going into this. I tried to sort of creep up here at the end to try and make it a little bit easier for us to hopefully not lure them all out at once. You'll see here how many we get into, but Looks like 9, maybe 10. 3 on the right, 3 on the left, maybe 3 in the back. Yeah, okay, it looks like 9. So yeah, here I was just trying to creep up and get them to come towards us, maybe one at a time to make it a little bit easier, but that didn't work. As soon as we got in the zone, they all started running at us, so I would just go in here. And I think we ended up having like just under 100 health, or maybe just over 100. So it wasn't super hard. You could do it, pretty easily. This is definitely one of the easier ones of these missions. And pretty quick as far as timing goes. So yeah, we're down to just over 100, or just over, like we have, yeah. Okay, we got hit once after our shield was depleted. That's what I meant to say. There we go, and actually that was the last one for me, so that was 100% completion on the entire game. So if you guys want to check out some other videos, be sure to do that. We have videos for all the different things you could want in GTA 3, and we'll have more coming soon for Vice City, San Andreas, 4, and 5. Thank you guys for watching. If you want to watch another video, there's a random video on screen and another playlist. Please be sure to share the video, like it, comment, and subscribe. Turn on those bell notifications so you're notified when I upload. And until next time, peace.